These right-wing liars. Walk away from them. And I'm looking out for you.
Who I want. I lied to the audience. I lied to the audience.
The Warren identity and persona is as threatening to the right as anybody on the left. And it's odd because although as well respected as she is on the left, I don't think she'd be ranked by people on the left as one of the top 3 people on left of center. Is that what is it about her that so terrifies Karl Rove and people with him?
Her brand of progressive populism is very, very resonant right now. Remember, she took on Wall Street before it was cool. Mm-hmm. She's not afraid of the banks. She's not beholden to the banks. And she's running for the Senate precisely because she wants to take them on. So that makes her very dangerous to corporate interests in both parties, particularly the Republican Party right now, because they're bankrolled by those very people. And so they've seen Elizabeth Warren as a threat all along. They saw her as a threat when she was at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and they see her as a threat now when she's running for Senate.
The guy who said he wants to break President Obama was the only senator out of 100 who voted against giving a tax credit to businesses who hire military veterans. Now, the bill was part of President Obama's jobs plan called Vow to Hire Heroes. Republicans and Democrats were solidly behind it, except DeMint.
By using a politically sensitive group the day before Veterans Day, the Democrats are hoping they can trick Republicans into further complicating the tax code when we should be doing everything possible to simplify it. We're pandering to different political groups with programs that have proven to be ineffective. I cannot support this tax credit because I do not believe the government should privilege one American over another when it comes to work.
The key word here is privilege. Jim DeMint has spent his career privileging one American over another. 1 year ago, Jim DeMint fought tooth and nail against last December's tax deal because of an estate tax that would apply to people worth more than $5 million. That tax will affect about 3,300 people this year. Meanwhile, 900,000 of America's 22 million military veterans are unemployed. But DeMint says they're just a political group his colleagues are pandering to. So Jim DeMint is willing to fight for a tax cut affecting 3,300 super rich people, but he's not willing to support a tax cut affecting 900,000 unemployed veterans. For DeMint to say the vow to hire heroes bill is a Democratic trick is definitely un-American psycho talk.
Held a town hall of sorts in a diner at Gurnee, Illinois, where he proceeded to yell at, then melt down in front of, and then finally threaten his own constituents. One had argued that having ex-Wall Streeters in government endangered ordinary citizens. Another decried the lack of regulation that permitted the banks to unleash a torrent of subprime mortgages and predatory loans and in effect bet against their own customers. And Congressman Joe wasn't going to stand for any of that. Truth.
Don't blame banks and don't blame the marketplace for the mess we're in right now. I am tired of hearing that crap. I am tired of hearing that crap. I am tired of hearing that crap. I am tired of hearing that crap.
So don't.
I am tired of hearing that crap.
Exploiting the situation, taking and
There
loaning
are
money
all-
out to people they know they couldn't
There
afford
are
it.
already mechanisms
You don't
in
just
place.
do it, man.
Are they doing their job? No. But what do you want to do? You want to bombard them with more regulations, more government? Government screwed this problem up. What do you want? Well, you know what you've got?
Because
you
honestly,
know what you've got?
the
You got
banks-
Dodd-Frank.
The banks
You
left
got
it.
Dodd. I am tired of hearing that crap. I am tired of hearing that crap. I am tired of hearing that crap. Right now, that's tying everybody's hands. You wanted more reform, more regulation? That's what you got. John, do you want more regulation? I am tired of hearing that crap. I am tired of hearing that crap. I am tired of hearing that crap. Is that what you want? Do you want Dodd-Frank? Is that what you want?
What did I say back at Joe's barber
I need
shop?
more coffee. It's so,
I think you had too
it's
much.
so
Give me
freaking
decaf.
easy. Decaf. So easy. Quiet for a minute.
Hang on.
Quiet for a minute.
What did I say?
Quiet for a minute, or I'm going to ask you to leave.
Asks the man a question and then tells him to be quiet. Can't imagine why he's not still married. The news that one of the Crossroads GPS ads against John Tester, the senator in Montana, has been taken off the Cablevision Optimum cable service because it falsely accuses him of supporting tougher rules for farm dust. They tried to smear Tester, the rancher, who was defending against dust rules, as if he was in support of dust rules. I mean, it's not. They're not even checking how good the lies are anymore.
Yeah, it's like the truth does not apply. We've known for a long time the truth doesn't apply to Karl Rove, but now they're really, really stretching it, and they're airing more and more outlandish attack ads, and they're finally starting to get called out on it. Now, Rove's feeling probably is it won't matter, right? Mm-hmm. People will see these ads, they'll believe them. It doesn't matter if we get called out on them, but it starts to hurt his credibility here if people start realizing what's going on. And with the Elizabeth Warren thing, I think there's a significant chance that it could backfire, both in terms of it being inaccurate, but also rallying people to her cause. Because we saw, for example, after that ad ran, a ton of people flooded the Elizabeth Warren website, made a lot of donations, and it helped her profile. It didn't hurt her at all.
As the Republican presidential candidates were debating in Michigan this week, we were still getting in some election results from Tuesday night's elections in Michigan. One state legislator was on the ballot for recall, a Republican closely allied with Republican Governor Rick Snyder. The state legislator was recalled by the voters in his district. He lost his seat. One of the signature policies of Governor Snyder has been his emergency manager law, whereby his state government can just declare any town or school district to be in an emergency situation, and then the state can install somebody to replace all locally elected officials. Under Rick Snyder's law, his state government can even just abolish whole Michigan towns, take them over and declare them no more. Doesn't matter who you elected to run your town, who you elected for mayor, Governor Snyder reserves the right to take it over. He did that in a town called Benton Harbor in Michigan. He decided to overrule all local election results and just install someone with unilateral personal authority to run Benton Harbor. Benton Harbor residents, nevertheless, voted this week. On Tuesday, they voted down all 7 of the ballot measures that this emergency overseer guy just unilaterally on his own decided to put on the ballot. According to the residents' votes, Benton Harbor elected a new mayor and some new councilors. But of course, those votes are all pretty much moot. They went out and they went through the motions of voting, but thanks to Governor Rick Snyder's emergency manager law, votes in that part of Michigan just don't have any effect anymore. Local elections are overruled by the state for your own good. So hey, Benton Harbor, thanks for playing Democracy, the game. The people you voted for, they'll take power when and if this emergency overseer from the state who is unilaterally running your town ever decides to leave. It's Benton Harbor now. They say they're going to do it to Flint, Michigan next.